Good evening. It is June 3rd here from Denver. This is Colorado Permi. I wanted to give you an update on some chop and drop I did. But first, I wanted to show you these beds that I flipped the other day. I harvested the fava beans I showed in an earlier video. And I chopped and dropped all the biomass, leaving some of the seedlings that were still viable. And then I transplanted some different crops in here, like melon, watermelon. These are seedlings that I grew from seed. These are hot peppers, bitter melon, squash. And then I came in around there and I sowed corn and beans and cilantro. So polycultures in all the beds, I find that is a really great pest and disease resistant, and also increases yield. So yeah, you can see the biomass is already drying out, but it's acting as a mulch and feeding the soil. And then I did the same thing over here. Well, I just finished the chop and drop. I haven't done the planting. So this was all cover crop, exactly the same blend as behind here. You can see still in full bloom. It's kind of a cool contrast to see. That's what these looked like prior to the chop and drop. So I left some seedlings like cauliflower and broccoli, but otherwise I just chop up the material. It's about 2 to 4 inches. It's not very an exact thing. You don't have to grind it up into a pulp. Nature will do that for you. But just breaking it up and increasing the surface area is a good strategy. And it's quite therapeutic and sort of meditative to do this. And I'm going to come in with these because there's not that many seedlings. Here's a corn seedling and some broccoli. I'm going to come in with a pointed stick and make 5 holes in each one of these. And I'm going to sow squash, corn, and beans in each of these. So I'm going to do a whole 3 sisters. And it's early in June, so that should give me a great harvest of really nutrient-dense, high-caloric foods in the end of the summer. So I'm going to do a sweet corn. I'm doing all sweet corn this year. I'll show you a video maybe later of me sowing or when those plants have taken off. But I'm slowly doing this in succession, so the next area that I will do this for is right here in this trellis, and I'll sow another crop, probably pole beans or cucumbers here, and work my way over. But in the meantime, all this forage will remain for the pollinators. You can see these oats here. I don't harvest them, but that will feed the soil. This could be feed for animals. Here's some rye. What's cool is the amino acids and proteins and fats will feed the soil. So I'm trying to provide all sorts of delicacies or a whole smorgasbord buffet for the soil food web. The more diverse you have, diversity, I think the greater benefit for the soil food web. So having nitrogen-rich leaves like this, flowers with pollen and amino acids, seeds with proteins and amino acids, it's going to go a long way in terms of feeding the diversity in the soil and enriching the system, building resilience over time. So you can see this mulch. It's going to be perfect and come in handy when the heat waves come here. We're expecting a hot summer here in Colorado with El Nino and also maybe some added moisture. But this mulch, a lot of gardeners, they come into July and August and they're not ready, so then they have to water. But these are deep, deep beds of almost pure organic matter. I've never had these bags tested, but I built these beds with custom soil blends. There's biochar, compost, food waste, native soil, peat moss, straw, and then year after year of chop and drop. So as that decomposes, you're building up the soil, and that's how I'm able to retain water. So the water that I do put on these vegetables, it's going to go a long way. So anyway, that's a lot of information. If you're familiar with syntropic agroforestry or permaculture or organic gardening, a lot of this is probably a review for you, but I just wanted to share some knowledge as well for myself, just kind of a diary or journal of what we're doing here. Thanks for watching.